What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. And in this video I'm going to be talking about CYL3 Legends 3 results, my thoughts on them, and also what kinds of variants we might get for these brave alts, and which characters I voted for in this CYL3 Legends. I haven't really revealed them before and I'm going to be doing that in this video. So we got as the first winner, and he won by a landslide, 62,000 votes. Compared to Micaiah, who's second with 54. So a lot of people really wanted and the fact that he's from a recent game also helped him a lot, similarly to how it helped Celica as well. Got shafted really hard and got completely ignored, got no alts whatsoever, not even any kind of seasonal, so a lot of people just rallied behind as one of the lords who has not got any kind of alt, which does make sense. Now he has got a lot of possibilities with his brave alt. The most obvious one could be the Conqueror class, which is an overclass you could get from the DLC in Shadows of Valentia. He looks absolutely amazing in that class, and he could use bows. So a lot of people have been speculating that he might be a red bow unit with that outfit, which would be absolutely amazing. He could also be having the...
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
He could also be having the Dong armor from Original Gaiden, seeing as how Celica got her outfit from Gaiden, even though she won from Echoes. So the Dong armor is completely possible actually, with some kind of improved falchion. And also they could have an alt where he's a cavalier and he has got the outfit of Sir Myson, because he's the one who has raised him, taught him all of the fighting and stuff. And it could also be Rudolph with his outfit, or he could be a Lance Cavalier with that. So has got a lot of possibilities, and it's going to be really amazing to see which one of them they pick. A lot of people wanted Regain Celica when she won CYL3 Legends 2, but she got the Gaiden outfit. So I'm thinking that he's going to be getting Gaiden outfit like 80% chance, I think, seeing as how Celica got hers. And then we have got Micaiah as the first unit in the women's division. And Micaiah is super popular now, and she's a really good unit as well. And I use her all the time in Ether Age. She has got a really nice voice actress. But I would have never believed if you told me like a few years back, when 3DS games and Heroes was not a thing, that Micaiah would win some kind of popularity poll where we would have so many lords and so many popular females, because Micaiah used to get a lot of hate after Radiant Dawn, saying that she's a bland character and criticizing her actions in the game. And she was really hated. Like, I can still remember on Serenus Forest game FAQs, and also like in YouTube comments, of course. So Micaiah doesn't really receive any kind of hate, I believe. Nowadays, I really never see that. It's like all of the people who used to hate on Micaiah just stopped playing and never played Heroes or something like that, or they just completely changed their opinion. So it's really interesting to me that Micaiah won this. Of course, she's one of the most popular female in Heroes. A few years back, I would have really never thought that. So Micaiah could get a Light Sage, or I guess a Light Priestess alt, and she could be a staff unit. Another possibility is that she might be wielding the tome, what's its name? Pretty Lad, I think? Yeah, she might be wielding that tome. That's also a possibility, or just maybe give her some kind of improved version of Thani tome, which is effective on armor units and cavalry units, and probably some other type have more effects in that. So that could be a thing, because Micaiah is popular, at least as a unit, because of her Thani tome. In Ether Raids, she's a savior. Like, if you're struggling with cavalry units in Ether Raids, which pretty much everyone does at some point, and you could just have Micaiah, give her Vantage, and just place her on some kind of lightning trap, or let her get hit with the Bolt Tower, and you could just put her in the range of those cavalry units, and they cannot really do anything to her. Veronica does not do much to her. She has got really high resistance, and if you use Micaiah a lot, you could actually give her close counter and Vantage, which is what I've done on both of my accounts, because I do use her a lot. Close counter Vantage can shut down like a lot of these lunge trap teams pretty easily. You just take out the first Cavalier who has got the lunge, and you just have to be in the Vantage range, and you'll just sweep the team. And not a lot of cavalry units can survive like one hit from her, so that's also really good. And Ophelia is also another unit who's a best friend of Micaiah, because for AoE special, Ophelia can instantly put Micaiah in the range of Vantage, and Micaiah just absolutely nukes Ophelia's team. So yeah, Micaiah, I love using her. Really happy that she won this, and she's in the first position, so she's going to be getting a preferred skill. Alma's also going to be getting that. It's probably going to be skin skill, I think. I think that's how you pronounce the name of it. He could get that skill as an exclusive skill. But in my opinion, the first and the second position doesn't really matter all that much, other than like having exclusive skill, because last year Celica won with the first position, but look at her now. She's pretty much considered like Deathblow 4 fodder now, and Veronica is just so much popular, and like she's so prevalent in the metagame, and she was the second winner in the women's division, and Celica was the first one. So in my opinion, it doesn't really matter the first or second position, because Veronica has clearly proven that even in the second position, you could be a completely busted unit and be super popular. And then we've got Eliwood. Of course, people who voted for Hector and Len in the previous Choose Your Legends would have voted for Eliwood, the next Lord. And Eliwood has got only one alt, that's Valentine Eliwood, and he's super good. The normal version of Eliwood has got that artwork, which has been talked about to absolutely ad nauseum at this point. And also, he's not really all that good, completely outclassed by other Cavaliers like Brave Roy, his own son, and Siegbert, Erica, just a bunch of Cavaliers. I think he might be an infantry unit this time around, because he already has the original version as a Sword Cavalier, and he is a Lance Armor unit with Valentine alt. But they could also make him a Lance Cavalier actually, and just give him Rex Hasta as his Legendary Lance, so I could see that happening. And we have got Camilla. Oh my god, so much salt. Like, I was really confused when I saw the midterm results, because wherever I saw, people hated Camilla so much for her Hot Springs alt. I felt like people were more salty about the free Camilla than the actual Hostile Springs banner. That's at least what I felt, and I was really surprised looking at the midterm results, and I did tweet about that. And I looked into it a bit more, and I even conducted a test of some sort. I did make a review of the Hostile Springs alt which she got, and at the start of the video I did have this poll as a card where I would ask my viewers how much they'd like Camilla, this alt particularly, and 75% of them were fine with her. Only 25% of her didn't like that alt, which is actually pretty surprising, because that Camilla alt does get outclassed by Air, and a lot of people have been criticizing that art. So it was really interesting to see that even from my audience, like 75% of them were fine, because I did see a lot of negative comments about Camilla when I uploaded the first impression video, and I guess it is the vocal minority. For all I know, it's really confusing at times, really, and intelligent systems are also probably really confused at this point. But yeah, she won and she's extremely popular, so this is a popularity contest. And I've seen, like, okay, this is one of the observations I've made. Camilla fans are super dedicated. I've seen a lot of tweets sent to me, and a lot of people in general who have voted, every single vote of them, to Camilla. So Camilla probably has the most loyal fans. And I completely agree with Mangs on this topic that something which gets talked a lot is gonna be really, really popular. This is also one funny thing which I really like. They've made this kind of thing where Camilla is appearing to be shorter than Eliwood, but you know damn well Camilla is at least 5'11". Norians are super tall. So I find it really funny how they have tried to make Camilla appear shorter than Eliwood. So a lot of people have been speculating that she might get a Queen of Nar as her Brave alt, basically wielding the Bulwark Axe, which Garen has got, but I don't really see it happening much, because Camilla doesn't really become Queen of Nar. Leo becomes King of Nar, and Camilla just goes off, I don't know where. I don't think Camilla wants to wield this weapon from a person like Garen, who has given so much mental trauma to Corin, who she really loves, and also to her in a way, because of the Concubine Wars. Garen was the centerpiece of it, so I'm not really too sure, seeing as Camilla's past, if she would like to wield her father's axe. Of course, I could be wrong, she could just be an axe armor unit wielding that axe. They could honestly do anything with Camilla, there are just so many options. I've also seen one cipher card where she's depicted as a Basara, which is really interesting, so I don't really think that it's confirmed that she might get the Bulwark Axe as her alt, but we'll have to see. So I was really surprised by Camilla, because it seemed like anywhere I looked at the time when her alt was announced, everyone was just hating on her, so I was extremely surprised that she would be on number 1 on Choose Your Legends, like only a few days after she got an alt. But Yeah, she's super popular. Another small factor I think that might be considered is that when anyone, like anyone gets a lot of hate, just a lot of it completely non-stop, kind of like Camilla does, people get sympathetic towards that thing or that person. So I think that might also be a small factor. I'm not really too sure if that applies to Camilla or not, at least in this poll. But yeah, those are the winners of Choose Your Legends, and I'm really interested in seeing what kind of options they pick. All of them have got a good amount of options to pick from. Maybe not Camilla, because she could be a tome version, but she's already got so many mage alts that she might not be the Malik Knight tome version. So Camilla probably does not have a lot of options, but they could probably figure something out. Or they could just give her the Bulwark Axe of her father, because in the Narian family, probably Camilla is the most fit person to wield an axe. Xander probably just prefers his legendary sword, of course. Why would he use anything other than that? And Leo has got wet noodle arms. He probably cannot hold that. At least, come on, let's be honest. So Camilla is probably the only person in the Narian family who could wield an axe as huge as Garen's and completely be fine with that in combat. So yeah, Micaiah, Eliwood, Camilla. And then we've got Marth in the 3rd position. This is probably the fairest loss for Marth, because in last to Choose Your Legends, Marth lost because of the split votes. So this is probably the fairest loss, if you consider coming 3rd place as a loss for the Hero King. And Anna from Awakening at 3rd position. Yeah, a lot of people wanted Anna because she's kind of like the mascot of Fire Emblem, and she actually has canon alts. So yeah, makes sense. Chrom, Robin, both versions. Makes sense. People who voted for Lucina probably went for these characters. Next, similar to how Lynn and Hector supporters went towards Eliwood. And Smash Ultimate also came out, and Chrom is actually a top tier, so that also might be a factor in boosting their popularity. Chrom is actually a top tier. A lot of people say that, but I've not really seen him all that much in the top gameplay. He also got nerfed recently to his FB. And then we have got Erica. Erica definitely got hurt last time because of her Sacred Memories alt. But she also got 2 recent alts in the Legendary version and also in the Christmas version. So that also plays a factor. Bruno, he has been absent for the longest time. He seems like a cool character, but for whatever reason, Intelligent Systems don't want to bring him back in the story mode. So that's why he's in top 10. He makes the most sense out of the OCs to be in top 10, in my opinion. Female Corrin, of course, super popular, present in Smash, but poor male Corrin is just crying somewhere in the corner. I've not really checked out any kind of ranking other than like these top 10 on this page, so he's probably somewhere crying. I feel really bad for him. And we have got Liv. Doesn't he have like only few lines? He does look cool, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, he's 7th. He has beaten so many popular lords and so many popular characters. I'm really surprised. He was also really high in the midterm results. Okay, now hear me out on this. This might sound a bit crazy. You might question my sanity after this, but a lot of people hate Ether Raids, and for a good reason. And Liv was the person who made Ether Raids. If you paid attention to the dialogue which happened when you first entered Ether Raids, Alphonse explains this. And the people who hate Ether Raids probably just voted for him so that he could get summoned, and they'll just release him, just send him home or something like that to get a revenge on this guy who created Ether Raids. That's probably a bad theory, but I just wanted to get that out. And then we've got Azura as the 7th most popular female here. This is also not really all that surprising. She's pretty much the mascot of Fates. And she just got Legendary Alt, which is like top 10 in the game. She's like one of the best units in the game. And I do not even want to imagine what would happen if she won Choose Your Legends. Will she get some kind of sing skill that just refreshes an entire team? Oh my god, just imagine having Reinhardt, Brave, Len, Veronica, Legendary Erica come at your team in Ether Raids, and then Azura uses Sing, and that's like a global Sing. She doesn't even have to travel, and they all get refreshed. Oh my god, the nightmare. And then we have got Reinhardt in the 8th position. the original Lord of Thracia 776. Now, Reinhardt reminds me of a really nice animated movie. I'm not really too sure how many of you guys actually watched it, but if you haven't, you should definitely go watch that. And that movie's name is Ratatouille. So the tagline of that movie was anyone can cook. And when I see Reinhardt, I see anyone can be popular, which is true because who would have thought a unit like Reinhardt, who's not even playable, from a game like Thracia 776 would have higher position than so many of these really popular characters and lords, even like Seliph. Seliph is below Reinhardt because I do not really see him. I think Sigurd was in top 10, but he's not anymore. Okay, so yeah, Reinhardt definitely reminds me of that movie. We also have Loki here. I would just make that same joke which I made last year about the two big things why Loki won, but I'm not gonna make the same joke again. After a year. This is actually surprising because she was in Brave Redux and I don't really see any other Brave Redux units. Dorcas was blown out of the water after he got his Brave Redux introduction. Loki is probably the highest placing unit from Brave Redux. Yeah, most likely. Honestly, there's a bit of a mystery around her, especially with the events that took place in 2018 in the story mode, with how she is telling the Asuka trio to basically go save Veronica, which was really weird, and how she was looking for Anankos. She just seems very mysterious, and also I remember that conversation between Aversa and Loki, where Aversa actually felt danger from Loki, so there's probably something going on. And then we've got Soren in the 9th place. I'm so happy he's the second Tellius unit in top 10 after Micaiah. Yeah, that's amazing. I would really want a Christmas banner with Grail Mercenaries, have Christmas Christmas Soren. That would be amazing. Then we've got Anna from Heroes. If Anna's votes were combined, she would easily win, but they couldn't really do that because these two are different person. This Anna definitely seems to be a watered down version of a lot of the personality traits of Anna, and by personality traits, I mean literally the one trait. She's like the worst Asuka trio member, has got such a bad refine, and a lot of people just really despise whenever there's an arena week where Anna is a bonus unit. I think she's the first Asuka trio member to make it into the top 10 in Choose Your Legends. I think the last time Alphonse was really close. Then we have got Leo and Tharja in the 10th position. Leo really popular. Unfortunately, doesn't have any sort of version of him that's super good. Tharja, I think, fell a bit in the popularity this time. So yeah, that's the top 10. And let's go over my ballot box. So I don't really reveal my votes until the results are out. I've been doing this for the past 2 years. There are a couple of reasons for that actually. Back when Fire Emblem was in its first year, I would actually go to Twitter and my community tab on YouTube and just say whatever unit I was going to be supporting in Voting Gauntlet. Because a lot of people asked me who I was supporting, and I felt like instead of replying to every single one of them, I would just make a post that I'm supporting this character, and then I would ask, who are you voting for? Please reply, let me know. And I wouldn't even tell anyone to support the character which I'm supporting, and people would still accuse me of trying to influence Voting Gauntlet, which was definitely getting annoying. And I want no part of that because I don't have any kind of intention of like influencing any kind of character, Fire Emblem character in any kind of Voting Gauntlet or popularity poll. And the biggest reason probably is because I don't want this to turn into a slippery slope. Because what if I support like one character this year? Okay, what happens next year then? I'm gonna be supporting some other character, and people are gonna be sending me all kinds of propaganda of why I should promote this character to my audience so that they can support them. So as I said, I want no part of that. And even now, when I don't reveal my votes, people still send me all kinds of propaganda, so I really don't want to turn this into a slippery slope. And let's get to the ballot box. So this is my ballot box. On the first day, I went for my boy Seliph because I was still salty about his weapon refine. Now the T-Refine refine is fine and all, it gives him a niche, but I think they could have done better for the main lord of FE4, come on. So that's why I voted for Seliph, and the second day I voted for which was a pretty safe vote actually. He was about to be top 5 no matter what because a lot of people were rallying behind him, but you can never be too sure, so I just went for that. And then on the third day I voted for Wrath. This is the character which I've been voting for constantly for the past 2 years, just so that he could maybe get a version in Fire Emblem Heroes. I like Wrath a lot, and I ship Lynn and Wrath a lot as well. So I really want him to be in Fire Emblem Heroes. If you've seen my videos, you probably know that by now. And I think one of the reasons why he's not in the game is because they do not want to unleash another Bow Cavalier into the game. Seeing as how they have got Brave Lynn, who's such a popular unit in the metagame, and Valentine Roy, they probably realized that Bow Cavaliers might be a mistake. The fourth day I voted for the Flying Jesus. I mean, he actually is that. If you played Radiant Dawn, absolutely amazing unit. Pretty much the best unit in Radiant Dawn, actually. And he's such a badass. Amazing personality, in my opinion. I really like both him as a unit and also as a character. So I voted for him. And then I voted for Eliwood. FE7 is my first game. And Lynn and Hector are already in the game as Brave Alts. And I also voted for Lynn in the first year as well as Hector. And then in the second year, I voted for Hector. And then in the third year, of course, I would go for Eliwood, the third lord. So, seems pretty obvious. And then I voted for Anna after we got the midterm results. Because I saw that she was in the top 10, so I went for her. I also married her in Awakening, so that might be a reason why I might get really lucky in my summoning sessions. But I really want some answers from her why I still get minus attack units when I married her in Awakening. So yeah, I went for Anna, and then I went for Soren at the end. I really wanted Soren as a Grand Hero Battle unit whenever that Zelgius banner came out last year. Zelgius, Micaiah, and Soth. But we got Oliver instead, and I was super salty. Soren is such a well-written antagonist, and I really like him. I would have loved him to be a Grand Hero Battle unit and get a free-to-play staff version. He would probably come with Ashera's staff. And I also voted for Soren last year, if you guys remember. But we got Oliver instead as a Grand Hero Battle when that Zelgius banner came out. So let's see what kind of placings these characters have. Obviously, we know Alm, Eliwood, Anna. Let's see Seliph. I have not really checked that out. So Seliph was in top 20. So we shouldn't have to go any further. Okay, Liv, Tharja, Louise, Ranulf, Seliph, 34. Okay, he's in top 50. Let's go for Wrath. I think Wrath was 106 last time around. So, I don't know if he's in top... Oh, wow, he's top 100. 90. That's amazing. Right below Owain. Wow, Owain has got quite a fan base. Right below Owain. That's actually impressive. So he's in top 100 this time. He was 106 from what I remember last time. That's improvement. Wow. Also, he's above Berkut. That's actually impressive. He's above Berkut, who actually has so much more personality and has amazing voice actor. Wow. Har was also in top 10. Okay, 37. He's also in top... okay, he was just below Seliph. How did I not see this? Okay, at least he defeated Surtur. He's above Surtur. He's below Legarn. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. Flying Jesus below Legarn? Come on, man. We clearly know who's the better Wyvern Lord. I mean, I don't even have to say that. And then we have got Soren. We already know Eliwood and Anna. This would be absolutely amazing if he's in top 100. Please. Seth. Nope. He's not in top 100. He always plays us so abysmally in Choose Your Legends. I think he was like... I think he was past 300 last time. This time he is 206. Okay, if my memory serves me right, this is definitely an improvement. This is for sure improvement. Above May, Sigrun, okay. Noir, Brigand Boss, and Sonia. Oh my god. Sonia. So many people voted for Sonia. I think they really want to have Sonia in the game as a Grand Hero Battle so that they could get the kill on her with Nino. Yeah, I think that would be super satisfying actually. Zeke, Percival, Sumeragi, okay. I want to see who's the last one. Who's the last one? All the way down. Frost, okay, poor old man. the last position. Who are these 11 people who voted for him? Okay, some Echo's bosses here. Freed. Okay, he had his own arc. Makes sense. Hilda. Who are these 51 people voting for Hilda? Do you really want her to be in the game so that she could torture Tail2 again? Please, let Tail2 be alone and be happy. Basically, 6 out of 7 of my votes were in top 100, which is actually pretty good. So yeah, that's my ballot box, and those are my thoughts on Choose Your Legends results. So yeah, let me know in the comments who you voted for and how far did they make in this popularity poll. Were they in top 100, top 50, or did you just vote for one character all 7 days? Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious about that. And if you enjoyed, then please be sure to leave a like. And if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.